Welcome back, folks. Excited for today's showdown because we have a snake that has coiled itself around a rabbit, preparing to make a meal out of it. But we all know how things are going to go. A hawk attacks the serpent, causing it to lose its grip on the bunny. The tables are turned and now the snake is the one being attacked, and it's really quite spectacular to watch. If you are new here and you want to see more videos like this, please click the subscribe button. We try to bring you the most exciting and interesting animal videos every day. Now let's get started. The air was thick with tension, every sound of rustling leaves echoing louder than usual. A rabbit froze in the tall grass, its wide eyes catching the flicker of danger nearby. Then it happened. Out of nowhere, a massive snake uncoiled itself, muscles tightening like a spring about to snap. The predator's eyes locked on its prey, and in that chilling silence, nature prepared to decide the fate of the helpless creature. Hold on a second. We need to take a closer look at that snake. It's massive, and I believe it is also poisonous. The scales on its body shimmer like jewels in the sun, and those eyes, they seem to hold 1,000 untold stories of hunts and survival. This is a beast that commands respect. Now, take a look at our rabbit. It's trying its best to stay hidden in the tall grasses. Its heart is pounding like a drum solo, and fear courses through its tiny body. Every twitch of its nose, every movement of its whiskers sends out a plea, a desperate message to the world. Stay away. But the predator is too close, its senses too sharp. The snake slithers closer, each movement deliberate, a symphony of precision honed by instincts that have been perfected over millions of years of evolution. It's closing in on its prey, and the rabbit knows it. Its breath catches in its throat, and the only sound that could pierce the tense silence is the beating of its own heart. The snake is almost upon it now, its massive coils like a python ready to tighten its grip. In a few seconds, it will strike. The rabbit's fate hangs in the balance, and you can almost feel the dread coiling around you, squeezing your heart with the same force the snake will soon exert. The first coil tightens, and the rabbit struggles. It kicks, it screams, but there is no escape. The snake's grip is relentless, its scales like armor, impenetrable and unyielding. The predator's cold eyes boring into the rabbit, locking it in a stare that says, there is no escape. Then comes the strike. The snake strikes fast, striking the fatal blow. The rabbit's struggles become weaker, its cries fading into gasps. It's a fight to the very end, but against such a powerful opponent, the outcome was never in doubt. The snake tightens its coils, and in that final moment, the rabbit's eyes reflect the terror of its last thoughts. The serpent squeezes tighter, crushing its prey in a deadly embrace. Its muscles contract, its fangs sink deeper, and the battle comes to an end. It's a grim reminder of the harsh realities of the natural world where survival is not guaranteed and predators are masters of their domain. But nature is a stage where life and death play out in eternal drama. And even in the face of such a brutal spectacle, there is always a glimmer of hope. In the vast expanse of the sky, a shadow takes shape, a silhouette against the backdrop of the setting sun. It's a hawk, and it's on the prowl. It circles once, twice, its keen eyes scanning the ground below. It's looking for a meal, but it doesn't find what it expects. As it swoops lower, its gaze settles on the writhing form of the snake. The hawk sees opportunity. It's a chance to claim a prize that's already captured, and it pounces. In a flash, the hawk strikes, its talons extended, its beak aimed true. The snake recoils, surprised by the sudden attack. Its coils loosen slightly, giving the rabbit a chance to slip free. For a moment, the rabbit is stunned, dazed by its close brush with death. But instinct takes over. It darts away, disappearing into the underbrush. The hawk had arrived just in the nick of time. The snake, momentarily distracted, shakes off the shock of the attack. It whips its head up, eyeing the hawk with cold intensity. It hisses, a warning, a promise of retaliation. The hawk, unafraid, lets out a piercing screech, a triumphant battle cry that echoes through the trees. It's a standoff, a clash of wills between two predators, each ready to defend its hard-won prize. The snake, enraged by the interruption, lashes out, its fangs bared. It lunges toward the hawk, but the bird is too quick. It twists in the air, avoiding the snake's snapping jaws, and then it strikes again. This time it targets the snake's eye, raking it with its talons. The snake recoils, blinded and furious. It lashes out blindly, its coils crashing into the trees. The hawk keeps up its aerial assault, diving and swooping, pecking and clawing. The snake is trapped on the ground, its movements erratic, its defenses useless against the relentless bird. The tables have turned, the predator has become the prey, and the hawk shows no mercy. It's a battle to the death, a test of strength and skill. The hawk is agile, swift, and precise. The snake is powerful, venomous, and tenacious. But it's the hawk that prevails. With one final, the decisive strike, the hawk ends the snake's reign of terror. It's a brutal, efficient kill, a testament to the hawk's hunting prowess. The snake lies still, its breathing growing shallow, its movements slowing. The fight is over. The hawk, victorious, stands on the dead snake, its feathers ruffled, its eyes gleaming with triumph. It's a moment of pure dominance, a reminder of the ruthlessness of the natural world. The rabbit watches from the safety of the bushes, its heart still pounding, its eyes wide with a mixture of fear and awe. It had faced death and cheated it, and now it sees the power of nature on display before its eyes. This is the circle of life, a cycle of predator and prey, of survival and dominance. The hawk, the new predator, surveys its kill, its sharp eyes scanning the surroundings. It lets out a victorious cry, a sound that echoes the thrill of the chase, the satisfaction of the hunt. But its attention is drawn to a new movement in the bushes. The rabbit is coming out, cautiously at first, then with growing confidence. It had survived the snake's attack, thanks to the timely intervention of the hawk. And now it finds itself in the presence of two victors. The hawk, noticing the rabbit, pauses in its vigil. It turns its head, its gaze fixed on the small animal. For a moment, there's a standoff, a new dynamic in this drama of survival. The rabbit, sensing the hawk's attention, freezes. It knows it's still in danger, that the tables can turn again. But this time, it's not fear that dominates its thoughts. It's gratitude. It had been saved, and now it faces its savior, a creature that had stared down death as boldly as it did. In that moment, the rabbit understands the language of the wild, the unwritten rules of survival, the delicate balance of predator and prey. The hawk, with its keen eyes and razor-sharp talons, is a force to be reckoned with. But it has shown mercy, choosing not to claim the rabbit as its own. So the rabbit does what it must. It shows submission, a gesture of thanks, a recognition of the debt it owes to the hawk. It bows its head, exposing its neck, a symbol of vulnerability, a way of saying, I am at your mercy. The hawk observes, its gaze unwavering, its expression unreadable. It's as if it's weighing the rabbit's actions, judging its sincerity. The tension is palpable. The rabbit holds its breath, its heart beating in its chest like a drum. It waits for the hawk's response, knowing that its fate hangs in the balance. The silence is broken only by the rustle of leaves and the distant calls of other birds. Time seems to slow down, stretching every moment into an eternity. Then, ever so slightly, the hawk's head rises. It cocks its head to one side, as if acknowledging the rabbit's gesture. It lets out a soft chirp, a sound that seems almost like a sigh. And in that moment, an understanding passes between them. The rabbit has shown respect, gratitude, and submission. And the hawk, the mighty hunter, the undisputed ruler of the skies, has shown mercy. The rabbit straightens its posture, its eyes shining with newfound respect. It takes a tentative step forward, then another. It approaches the hawk, keeping its movements slow and deliberate. The hawk watches, its gaze never leaving the rabbit. The two creatures, so different yet united by their shared experience, stand in the clearing, their eyes locked in a silent conversation. The sun dips below the horizon, casting long shadows across the ground. The forest comes alive with the sounds of the night. Crickets chirp, owls hoot, and the wind whispers through the trees. The hawk, its hunt complete, prepares to leave. It takes flight, soaring into the twilight sky, its silhouette outlined against the fading light. As it flies away, the rabbit looks up, its gaze following the hawk's ascent. It knows it's witnessed something extraordinary, a display of power, mercy, and the unbreakable spirit of survival. The forest is quiet now, the drama of the day giving way to the stillness of the night. The rabbit, shaken but resolute, turns and heads back into the underbrush. It leaves the clearing, carrying with it the memory of a day when the roles reversed, when the hunted became the hero, and when the sky itself seemed to intervene in the battle of survival.